that I was live, and apparently it stopped the stream. So there was a 1-minute stream. So sorry about that. If you guys are just getting the post that I'm live, that's not the stream. This one that I'm on right now is V stream. But yeah, I don't know what happened. I've never tried sharing a live stream before, so that was experimental, and it was obviously didn't turn out so good. But we're back, and yeah, hopefully some people join, because I didn't get anybody on the last 1-minute stream who joined in. So hopefully some of you folks join. If not, well, mission failed. But yeah, hopefully some folks join, and maybe we'll see a response. I'm at Guelph Fire headquarters, or right across from it, so hopefully there's a response, but who knows. So yeah, hope everybody's doing well. The air quality is not that good. I guess the smoke from wildfires has made its way down to this part of Ontario, and the air quality is very poor. It's actually hazy, and the air is really thick, and it's hard to breathe. So it's not the best right now, and it's really hot. It's unusually hot. So yeah. But we have nobody joining the stream. That's unfortunate. Hopefully some of you folks see this stream. So I guess now technically this is installment number 6, because the previous stream, which was supposed to be the full stream, got cut off when I tried to share it. So this is actually the full stream. I don't know how long I'll go for, but I see we have one person tuning in. This is what we're looking. Okay, well, we don't have one person turning in. This is what we're looking at anyway, so yeah. But yeah, that's about it. It's kind of going to be a boring stream. I was going to come down here and buff, but we'll see. Maybe get a response, get Aerial 1 responding, or maybe we'll get an ambulance. But yeah, just sitting here soaking in the sun and the heat. But yeah, for those of you who just joined, welcome to the stream. Tonight we're across from Guelph Fire Department headquarters. So this is what we're looking at. Hopefully we can catch a response. Oh, we got 19 people now. Okay, welcome to the stream. For all of those who are just joining, welcome. Tonight I was gonna do a little bit of buffing. We're at Guelph Fire headquarters. I've been here for about 20 minutes, so maybe we'll catch a response, maybe not, who knows. But it's a very hazy night. The air quality is pretty poor out here, so I don't know, maybe the air quality will get better tomorrow, but today it's really hazy, and the air is so thick, and you can actually smell the burning of the wood. So yeah, anyway, not very healthy, but it is what it is. So I see I've done that before, and I know exactly what you're trying to get at. So we're not going to do that on stream, but I know exactly what you're trying to get at, and it is kind of funny if you're 15 years old. So, but I know exactly what you're trying to say by that. So maybe some other streamer will do it, but not this one. So how's everybody doing? I see we have 8 people on the stream. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. It's a hot one out here, very humid. It's just not a very pleasant night. Oh, good, I'm glad. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, so we're here at headquarters, Guelph Fire headquarters. Hopefully we can catch a response. If not, a fire truck, maybe an ambulance from 12 base. But this is the scenery. Right now you can actually see, I don't know if you can see in the distance, but you can actually see the haze and the smoke in the air. Like, it's really thick. The air is super thick, and it's not so pleasant to breathe. So that's what we're contending with tonight on tonight's stream. They were saying that the smoke from the fires would work its way down to Ontario, and I guess it finally has. It's pretty thick and probably not very healthy to breathe in. I've actually seen people wearing masks out here, so yeah. But I'm just I have a routine of going for a walk every night, so I'm just doing that. But yeah, I was gonna do a downtown stream, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I might do that another night, but tonight I don't think will be the night. We're close to downtown though. So if you know where Wellington and Wyndham is, that's where we're at, which is fairly close to downtown. It's about a 5-minute walk. And I know someone commented that they'd like to see downtown, and I can do that. I don't usually go downtown because it's kind of a shit show down there. There's a lot of mentally unstable people wandering around down there. Even where I am here, there's this bench that I'm sitting on. These benches are usually hangouts for the transient people. They usually stay here and chill, and maybe they like fire trucks. Maybe that's why they're all here. They want to be across from the fire hall. I don't know. But yeah, no, we're here, and hopefully this stream's not too boring. If it is, comment down below. I know I talk a lot, but it's kind of nice to just go on stream and do some commentary and maybe get a conversation going in the chat. That's kind of nice doing that. So far we only have 2 comments from the same person. Maybe we'll get some more people joining in that'll want to chat. So you're welcome to chat and ask me whatever you want, and I'll give you an answer. It might not be the answer that you like, but I'll give you an answer. So yeah, but you can actually see the freaking haze. And by the way, I showed this on the other stream, but I'm going to show it again. Wellington Road, the one lane is completely closed for construction, so that is a thing. Oh yeah, there's someone wearing a mask right there. But yeah. Hello, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Good. Hello. Welcome to the stream. How's your night going so far? Good? Bad? Terrible? My night's pretty good, to be honest. Hello, I'm fine. Well, that's good. That's good. The weather was kind of crappy today. Oh, you're from India. Well, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm in Canada, if you don't already know. And this is, I was telling some of my viewers, right now we have wildfires out west in Canada, and the haze and the smoke is making its way down to Ontario. And I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's really hazy and the air is really thick. It's actually really hard to breathe. The air quality is pretty poor, so yeah. How's the weather in India? Hopefully it's warm and comfortable. We have 3 people in the stream now. Welcome everybody. Welcome one, welcome all. 3:30 in the morning. Wow. Having a hard time sleeping? 3:30 in the morning. So what are you guys like? Is it like 10 hours ahead of us, or? Because right now it's, I'm gonna say it's about 5:30 here. I guess it would be 5:30 here. Oh my god. Dude, what the fuck? Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a freaking raccoon. And not a very pleasant one. No one is home for 1 week. Oh, so you got the house to yourself. Nice. I don't know if you guys just saw that raccoon, but that was pretty close. That was pretty close. I'm thinking of moving benches actually, because there's literally a raccoon near me and it looks like it might be rabid. So I'm 21 actually. How old are you? I don't know if you guys saw that raccoon. 17. 17. Are you guys off for school already, or when does your school end for the summertime? I subscribe to you. Thank you very much for the subscription. We've got lots of content on the channel between shorts and videos. We also have live streams that you can check out. I usually do daily uploads of some kind, so check out my videos. There's about 950 different videos you can watch, whether it's shorts or streams or videos. So thank you for the subscription, and I hope you find something on the channel that you enjoy. As I was saying, I'm going to try to make these... I will give you 20 more subscribe. Okay, well, I don't know if that's... I don't know how you can do that, but... I don't know how you can do that. By my by your family members. Okay, well, that would be appreciated. I hope you guys enjoy what you're seeing on these live streams. And we'll try to do more of them. So, but yeah, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends and family, and hopefully there's something on here that everybody likes. We have airplanes, we have emergency vehicles, we have classic cars, we have a little bit of trucking, so if you like big trucks and 18-wheelers, we have all kinds of stuff on here for you to watch at your own pleasure. But yeah, we're out here, and what do you do? Well, when I'm not doing this, I mow lawns. So I have about 4 customers that I cut grass for, and that's what I do when I'm not doing this. I used to work in landscaping, but I kind of got laid off, so I cut grass now, and that's what I do. But I like to do YouTube. I spend a lot of time posting and filming things for YouTube, and I've been doing YouTube now for about 3 years. So see if we can make 4 years. Hopefully the channel will grow and really become something special. But yeah, I usually do. I want to try doing daily live streams, but it just depends on my schedule and what's going on. Like, there's a lot of things that happen in my spare time, so if I can do daily live streams, I will. That's the goal. So yeah, that's what I plan to do. And I usually put out a post on community before I stream, so you guys can check that out and kind of be up to date on when I'm going to be streaming. But yeah, that's after 3 hours I will sleep. Okay, well, that's all right. Whenever you need to sleep, go to sleep. I'm usually fast asleep at 3 in the morning. I usually don't stay up very late. I usually go to bed at around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I'm up for 7 in the morning. So I'm usually, I got a routine for sleep. Let's just say that. So whereabouts in India are you? Are you in Delhi? Are you in Bengaluru? Where are you? Whereabouts are you at? Mumbai? Some big cities in India. Delhi, okay, the capital. South Delhi. What's the most interesting place to see in Delhi? If you were to give me a place to visit, what would be the most interesting place to go see in Delhi? Because Delhi's a pretty big city, so, and I'm sure there's a lot of landmarks and historical places there to see. So if I was to go to Delhi, where would you recommend me to go? Actually, you know, like, I do have a lot of viewers from India, and South Delhi is a very rich place and best place in Delhi. Okay, well, that's all right. Well, if I ever go to Delhi, I'll have to check out South Delhi. There's a lot of places. Okay, yeah, I believe it, because Delhi's a pretty big city, so I can believe that. Yeah. Is there lots to do there? Red Fort. Okay, I'll have to Google that when I get home. Red Fort. India Gate. Oh wow. Okay. Have you ever traveled outside of India? Have you gone to, like, have you been to Canada or any other countries in that region? Oh, hey, Fire Photography. Welcome to the stream. Tonight we're out at Guelph Fire Headquarters. Hopefully we can catch a response. Thus far it's been pretty quiet, and many more. Okay, well, I'll Google search some of those landmarks that you told me about and check them out, because I'm sure they're pretty picturesque. Yeah, we're out here at headquarters. Hopefully we see a response. No, but my father goes, he is a doctor of the... Oh wow, okay. That's pretty cool. That's a good job. Hopefully you can catch something. I hope so, because I've been out here for a while, so I'd like to catch something responding. It's been kind of a slow day though, so we'll see. I'd like to catch the platoon chief responding. So your father is a doctor. That's a pretty good job. Of a vice president. I'm assuming that's the vice president of India, but I don't know. That's a pretty good job though. We have a lot of doctors over here from India. They study and get their credentials here. St. Thomas has been bumping calls all day. Yeah, well, that's good. Lots to film. I had a friend film a Middlesex ambulance for me on the 402 there. They were going down to Michigan, and they filmed a London ambulance. So I posted that today. It's on my channel. You can check it out. Fire photography whenever you get a chance. And I heard you got an Oneida ambulance yesterday. If you come to India, then don't forget to meet me. Okay, well, if I ever go to India, I will not, because I have viewers from India, so there'll probably be a few folks who will want to meet me, maybe. But yeah, it would be certainly an interesting place to see. There's lots of interesting places in the world, and India is certainly one of them. How is the air quality in St. Thomas, fire photography? Because over here in Guelph, it's pretty hazy and the air is super thick and it's really smoky smelling. I'm working on my project for the future. Well, good luck with your future project. I wish you all the best success. And I don't know what your project is, but best of luck. Whatever it is. It's pretty hazy. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but off in the distance there, it's really hazy. Like, it's not, and the air is like there's a burning smell in the air. So I haven't been out all day, so no, the smoke smell isn't that bad, but some people it's kind of agitating, because I know some people have been wearing masks today. So yeah, actually, fire photography, you missed. I was sitting here and there was literally a freaking raccoon that came up beside the bench that I'm sitting on. Like, it was literally right over there. And it looked pretty unfriendly. What is the temperature in Canada? Well, I would say it's probably about 30 degrees, maybe. It's very humid though, so it makes it feel even warmer. But I'd say probably about 30 degrees. Pretty warm and humid. LOL, yeah. Scared the hell out of me. I was actually thinking of getting up and running away, but I didn't. He just carried on doing his thing, so luckily. I don't even think he saw me, but scared the hell out of me. No, I've never seen a raccoon that close. Like, it was literally like right at the end of the bench. Like, it came from back here, because there's a creek back here, and it literally came along, went up to the and then just walked off. So anyway, scary stuff. But yeah, you can see the haze off in the distance. I'm thinking I might hoof it up to the ambulance station soon, and maybe we'll catch a response there. That's usually a pretty good place to go to get responses, so we'll see if we can catch anything here. See all the Guelph fire vehicles over there. That's fire prevention, and the old platoon chief is over there, the Suburban, if you can see it. So yeah, no, it's a quiet day in Guelph. There hasn't been many responses. There hasn't been really much of anything. Even like in terms of traffic, it's pretty quiet. What is the time right now at Canada? It's probably about 5:40, 5:50 p.m. The Oneida video will be tomorrow's upload. I caught it while on top of an elevated bridge. Oh, nice. Awesome. That'll be a good angle. I look forward to seeing that. So is Oneida, are they like, who do they serve? Like, what part of Ontario do they serve? Like, is there like a reservation down there, or a reserve that they serve, or is it part of Elgin EMS, or like, who do they serve? Because I've seen a couple Oneida ambulances on your channel, and I've always wondered who they serve. Like, I think there's a native reserve down there. I don't know, but yeah, let me know. Yes, it's all the reserves. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Yeah, because I know closer to home we have Six Nations EMS down in Ohsweken, and they do the paramedic services for the reservation down there, and very rare. I've only seen one, and it wasn't responding. And St. Thomas, if EMS are busy. And serve St. Thomas if EMS are busy. Yeah, that's basically the same with Six Nations. If Haldeman gets busy, Six Nations will come and respond, so it's kind of the same thing. In Guelph here, we have neighboring Waterloo region that comes in and serves if we go into Code Red. When my project is ready and it will work, then I will come in your live stream and give you 10,000 USD super chat. Well, I appreciate that. That would help me out a lot, but unfortunately I can't even, look at that bike. I can't even get super chats right now because I don't have the watch hours. So hopefully these streams will kind of crank up my watch hours and I can get super chat and super thanks and potentially monetized. But yeah, my watch time has kind of been acting up. Oh shit, where's that raccoon again? Dude, look at this. Check him out. I'm going to move, okay? Yeah, look, there's literally a fucking raccoon. Oh, excuse my French. Where'd he go? Oh, he's going into the bush. Never mind, I'll sit back down. I was about to run away, but I think he's just gonna go into the bush and hopefully not attack me. You're in a good country. Yeah, other than the raccoons, we're a pretty good country. Pretty good here. It's pretty good standard of living. I don't know what the standard of living is like in India, but over here it's pretty good. It's a little expensive right now, and it's kind of difficult to find a steady job, but overall, in the grand scheme of things, Canada's a pretty good place. I've lived here my whole life, so I can't complain. So we have 4 viewers. Welcome everybody to the stream. We're getting a lot of chats tonight, which is good. I'm glad people are actually engaging and involved in the stream. There is a high tax rate. Okay, yeah, taxes are, well, us Canadians, we all think taxes are high, but compared to some other parts of the world, I'm sure our taxes are not that high. So it all depends on what part of the world you live in, what country you live in. I know Norway has crazy high taxes, and people are not, well, people don't complain about it because it's just the way it is over there, but yeah. So what is your favorite country? Well, that's a tough one. I would say the United States because I go there a lot, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's a good question because there's so many places in the world, and I've only been to about 3 countries. Well, actually 2 countries if you include Canada. Or, sorry, Canada, Dominican Republic, and America. So I've been to 3 countries. So I would say out of those 3, the United States, but there's so many more places in the world, so if I get to more places, I'll give you a better answer, because right now I've only been to 3 countries. What's your favorite country? So we have 3 viewers now. It goes up and down, eh? Some people join and then some people leave the stream, so all depends. People have lives outside of watching live streams. No matter how many countries I go to, I feel good only in my country. Yeah, I can agree with that. You know, even me, like, I could never leave Canada and live in another country. Like, I like this country and I'm happy with the life I have here, so I could never leave, but there certainly are a lot of interesting places in the world, so like, it takes a lot for somebody to uproot their life and, you know, come here or go to any other country. It's a lot. Like, I couldn't imagine having to do that. So yeah. So the traffic is kind of busy enough on Wellington Street because we got 1 lane closed, so things are a little bit slow moving. A lot of people are cutting up Surrey Street over there to get around the gridlock on Wellington, so no responses. I can't believe it. I've been here almost an hour and there's been no responses. In the old days, and maybe it's just my head, but when we used to have the scanner, like even the EMS scanner, it seemed like every 20 minutes there was a call, so even less. So now it's kind of like there's a bit of a lull. There's not as many calls, there's not as much action, so I'm ready for giving 50% tax, but never leave my country. Yeah, I can understand that. How many calls do you Guelph Fire run a day? Well, I would say it varies. They get a lot of medical calls. I would say probably headquarters probably runs about 10, 15 calls a day, maybe even more. I don't have an exact figure because I'm not part of the fire department, but for headquarters, probably 10 or 15. Some other stations maybe a little less. Do I have a car? No, I don't. And drivers in Guelph are freaking crazy, so I think I'd rather walk. I'd rather walk. Driving around here is kind of scary. I have my beginner's license, and I've been learning to drive, but I don't like it. I don't like driving, which is crazy because I like vehicles, so it's, how many calls does St. Thomas get a day, fire photography, would you say? Yeah, for here it's about, for headquarters at least, it's about 10 or 15 probably. So they get a lot of medicals, and they get a few alarm calls usually. And whenever there's an alarm call, the platoon chief goes. So I'm hoping that an alarm call comes in and I can catch the platoon chief responding. Because it is a new unit, so I'd like to get it on film. Is there another frickin' raccoon? Bro, I've never seen so many raccoons in one spot. Like, I don't know why they're around here. I'm assuming it's because of the river, but it's kind of unsettling. What's your favorite car? Well, I'm partial to General Motors, so Chevy. I would say my favorite vehicle is probably a Chevy Tahoe, modern day. Old, probably a 55 Chevy Bel Air. Those are my favorite vehicles. 7 to 10 to 20 calls for them. 7 to 10, 20 calls for them is a busy day. Yeah. So St. Thomas is pretty busy. What do you got going on down there? Probably a lot of medical calls. How big is St. Thomas? What's the population? Is it 50,000 or is it more? Because Guelph is 142. Yeah. So this is what we're looking at. Make sure there's no raccoons sneaking up on me. But yeah, we basically run medicals, every medical, 50,000. Yeah, 50,000 people. Wow, that's not as many as I thought. I thought it would have more. Yeah, basically every call here in Guelph is medical. I would say about 95% of the calls in Guelph are medical. The other 5% are alarms and accidents and structure fires and stuff. And usually when there's if EMS is busy, yeah. Well, EMS they're busy here. They do a lot of calls here. They go to a lot of the same places though. Like, you know, they go to the seniors' homes and they go to certain apartment buildings a lot. And do you play any games? Yes, I do. I play Minecraft. Don't make fun of me in the comments. Look, check out this Cadillac. That's a fully electric Cadillac. I forget the model of it, but kind of a neat looking vehicle. The back end I'm not a fan of, but the front end is alright. What games do you play? I play Minecraft and a little bit of Flight Simulator. I play a game called, a flight simulator called Aerofly on my tablet, which is a pretty good game. I enjoy it quite a lot. I think St. Thomas stopped doing NVCs, though. I think only major ones. Okay, yeah. Yeah, usually we run every NVC here. And usually in Guelph, like if there's an MVC and it gets called into the fire department, they always send 2 trucks. Like, doesn't matter how big or how small. I remember there was a little small fender bender at like 30 kilometers an hour, and they sent the aerial and they sent the pumper. Like they sent 2 trucks every MVC they run. So I think one is used to block, because usually fire is first on scene, so they'll use it to block traffic, and then the other one is to render aid. I'm making a game. Oh, cool. There was actually somebody else who commented on one of my videos saying they were making a game about Guelph, and they were using some of the scenery from my videos to do a simulator game for Guelph. But yeah, we used to do that too. Yeah. Well, Guelph used to also run, the fire department used to run overdose calls. And there's been so many, they don't run them anymore. So there's certain calls that the fire department's been taken off of. So, I mean, you know, like you can't strain the fire department too much with certain calls. Like they have to be available. We've been getting a lot more fires in Guelph, so they have to be around to fight fires. Gotta have dinner now, though. Have a good night. Well, thank you for tuning in, Fire Photography. You have a good night as well, and keep up the awesome work on your channel. Oh, you're making a game based on Dubai. Oh, that's cool. Dubai's a really cool city. I'd like to go there. That'd be one place I would definitely check out, is Dubai. So yeah. I drive my father car without getting permission. Oh, well, that's not very good. You should usually get permission. Because in Canada, I don't know about in India, but in Canada, if you take someone's car without their permission, even if it's your family's, and they report it to the police, you can actually get charged for Grand Theft Auto. So it's a pretty serious thing up here in Canada if you do that. But yeah, you have to, I like to follow rules. I'm a rule follower, so I don't usually get into trouble. Anyway, it's getting to the 30-minute mark, and thus far we have not seen a response. So I'm probably going to end the stream at 11 p.m. when? At night, 11 p.m. when? Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, hey, if your father's like not really giving you heck for it, I mean, that's not really a big deal, but it's not something I would do. I walk everywhere. I'm happy doing that. I don't need to drive. Especially out here in Guelph, the drivers are crazy. No one at home. I take a key of my car and I drive around my area. Well, good for you, man. Whatever makes you happy. I mean, just don't get in too much trouble. That's all I would say. Yeah, so we have no responses. But anyway, folks, we're at the 31-minute mark. I'm going to end the stream soon. Probably in a couple minutes. And I'm going to head home and get out of this hazy, thick air. And then hopefully we'll do another stream tomorrow. It's my first time. Oh, okay. Well, I guess you got to learn somehow. Over here, though, if you want to learn how to drive, you have to drive with an adult for the first year or 6 months of having your license. You have to drive with an adult, and then you can go get your G2 and drive on your own, which is like your secondary level license, and then you can drive on your own. So that's how it works here, which is a good idea because it kind of familiarizes you with the rules and everything. No, it's an automatic, so it's easy. Well, that's good. That's good. But do you know the road rules? That's the question, because road rules are very important. Over here, road rules are very important. Like, you have to know the road rules. Like, to pass the test, you have to know certain road rules. You have to follow them. You have to be able to understand what they mean. Like, it's very strict up here. Although they're starting to kind of lean off because there's so much demand for driver's licenses in Canada, or Ontario, the province I'm in. So they've kind of taken some elements of the driver's test out to make it easier. But still, it's, you know, it's a pretty stringent test. You know, you have to do well in the test. So how do you guys like these streams? Like, let me know in the comments. I always want your feedback. I always want to hear what's going on. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think, how you guys like the streams. I don't drive my car at main road. I drive it only in my park. Okay, well, that's all right. That's a little bit safer. There's a big truck. If you guys like big trucks, Laidlaw. Big truck. I don't drive my car on main roads. Yeah, I've only driven my car on the main roads, or I've only driven a car on the main roads once, and I didn't like it. I found it was too busy, so I don't drive. I don't like it. Let's just say that. I don't mind driving in a parking lot with no cars around, but I don't want to be around other cars. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the stream, and thank you for joining in. I hope it wasn't too boring. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see for streams, what kind of content you want to see, and we'll do this again, hopefully on a clearer night with less haze. I have 3 cars and I drive the most expensive one. Lucky you! Fun stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching the stream, and we will see you on another night. Thank you.